Hello and welcome. Saskia here, devotional goddess. What do you do when tension is high and your stress load is high? What is your coping skill? I used to shop when I was going through my divorce, and I was holding so much. I was selling a house, going through a divorce, trying to look for a new place to live. And I had the girls, 85% of the time, because they were very young. And I bought things, bought clothes that I still wear now. It's all stuff I still wear, but it wasn't really in the budget. But that at the time was my coping strategy. Since then, I've refined it a lot. I don't have credit cards anymore. I consolidated my debt. It wasn't crazy, but it was not manageable anymore. And I needed to make changes. And that was my action to make change. So this weekend, stress was very high. It was Halloween. And you know what? It was the anniversary of my divorce, of, the separation of my ex-husband and myself. 2 days before Halloween is my youngest's birthday. And as we were out trick-or-treating last night, I realized the correlation. It's like, okay, guys, I don't want crisis anymore around this time. I'm fine if events happen in November, because that has been my trajectory, that big things happen around this time. But from this year on, please may they be joyous. More things that just have ease around them. I don't want any more big doozies. So just be aware of anniversaries, because they do have an imprint. And when we become aware of the imprint that this anniversary has, we can breathe through it, and we can move through it with a greater awareness and make other choices. This is what knowledge does. It allows us to make other choices. And when I became aware that the shopping was my default when I was stressed, I also was aware that when the gifts or when the purchase arrived, does it change how I feel? And I was very aware of, like, you know what, this is nice in this moment, but it doesn't actually take away the stress. It doesn't actually change how I'm coping with the situation, or not, whichever the case may be. At that time, I didn't want to make a change. I wasn't ready to make a change, but I was witnessing, Saskia, this doesn't change anything. Enjoy it, take it in, but 5 minutes after you've tried it on, you know it fits, you're excited to wear it. After you washed it, that pain is still here, and it hasn't healed the pain, because it's for me to heal, not the acquisition of something in-house. So this weekend, I found myself shopping on that, designer's website, on that lady's website. I don't really want that dress. I don't really want that dress. And it's like, you know what this is? Where's your self-care toolkit? What do you need to do? You're putting your energy out in the world in the hope that that will nurture you. And it doesn't. Only momentarily. It's the work that what nurtures you inside? What is it that you can draw inwards? So an example, at bedtime, I took the time to oil my feet. And not just, oh, oil it, it's done. I took my time to massage and drop into my breath and rub my feet and really feel the effects of my hands massaging my feet. And I had to do it many times over to bring myself back into the moment, because part of my brain was like, no, you want to go to bed now, get it done. And I kept dropping back into my breath and saying, okay, an essential oil. So I dropped a couple of drops of essential oil into the palm of my hands. I rubbed my hands, and I will continue to practice this because this stress trigger that I'm going through is not going away. I'm just on the beginning of this journey with my breast cancer. So I'm going to need to enhance this practice of self-care in order to support my healing. So in addition to it being, Halloween weekend, my youngest birthday party, I also got them guinea pigs, and I didn't quite realize how stressful that would be. I had to really breathe through that. Oh, the sun is in a funny light. So I had to really practice on breathing through that. And another one in my toolkit, we'd run errands on Sunday. We had a couple of hours before we had to leave for the birthday party. And I said to the girls, I'm like, you know how I put you in timeout? I said, I need timeout. You need to leave. I told one, and then the other one comes, and I said, no, I'm in timeout. You need to leave. And I went into my bedroom, lay on the floor, and put my legs up the wall and just breathed. Dropped into my breath. I did send a couple of texts that I felt, it's been long enough, you need to respond. And just gave myself some time. Legs up the wall, ladies. Legs up the wall, lying flat on your back on the floor, closing your eyes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just breathe. It's really grounding. And having the legs higher than the heart is calming to the heart. If you have an eye pillow, place that eye pillow over your eyes. If you have the hand pillows that I make, rest the hand pillows in your hands. Take in that comfort. This is how we self-nurture. I made the hand pillows because they feel like someone's holding your hand. It's really nurturing. So have those. Have anything that resonates with you. And take your time to think about what does nurture me. Because that is a practice in and of itself. We don't always have time to run a bath. I will drop some breathing exercises on Facebook, on Instagram this week, on social media. And that will give you some more tools with which to be still, find stillness in the moment. So November, for all of us, is going to be quite an impactful month. There's a lot going on. A lot will be going on, both astrologically and out in the world. So our breath work, our grounding, how we take 5 minutes for ourselves, 10 minutes for ourselves, how we prepare for bed so we get a restful night's sleep. All of these layer upon each other, and they're so important in our healing journey. Love and blessings. The divine light within me honors and sees the divine light within. Namaste.